You're going to absolutely want to sink your teeth into this sweet delight, chocolate cookie bark. Now, you may be familiar with a type of recipe like this, but I love it so much, especially because you can have the kids involved with helping you. Get the whole family involved. Don't you do all the hard work. So here's what you need. It's so easy. You actually need 1 package or 8 squares of semi-sweet baking chocolate. You can see there and we're going to melt that in a microwave-safe dish. 1 package or 6 squares of white baking chocolate, as you see there, also in a microwavable dish. 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, and then you're going to have 10 Oreo cookies. You need some wax paper, plastic bag, and a hammer. And we have the Oreo cookies right here. Now watch just and see how easy this recipe really is. The first part, which is what the kids love to do, you take the 10 Oreos, as I have here, you put them inside a little plastic bag, and then you want to make sure they're crumbled. So all you need to do is go like that. And this is where the kids, they start giggling. They just have such a fun time with this. So that's done. Now the next thing that you want to do is actually go ahead and, as I just showed you here, in 2 separate microwavable bowls, you want to place those in the microwave and melt until completely done. Takes about 3 to 5 minutes. Make sure you read the directions on the package and make sure that you stir occasionally between about a couple of minutes so it gets a nice consistency with that. Then we are going to actually take a cookie sheet and make sure that it has sides, and you want to cover this with wax paper. That's the trick there. Now we're going to actually assemble. We have all the prep work done, just like that. Everything is melted, so we have the chocolate. Now in the white chocolate, this is where you're going to add your 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Cannot go wrong with peanut butter and chocolate, especially white chocolate. Now you want to mix that all together, and you want to do this when the white chocolate, of course, is still warm because that helps to melt the peanut butter. You want it to become a nice consistency together. Now I find myself when I'm doing this, I always like to sneak little bites, but I'm going to be good today, just for you. So there we have that. All nice and done. And please make sure that you use a microwavable dish. We do not want any accidents in the kitchen. Now, with the Oreos in the bag, you're going to take half and half and pour it into this mixture. So I kind of just grab the bag, something like that, kind of halfway there. I'm going to pour that in. Pour in one side there. Okay. Then we're going to add the rest to the white chocolate. And you don't have to be exact with this. And then make sure, once again, we're going to stir both of these together. Get the cookies nice and coated. Oh, this smells so good. And you're going to do the same with the white chocolate. Mix, mix, and mix. It's so amazing what you can do with Oreo cookies. Endless ideas, but you know what? Sometimes the best part with these guys is dipping it in milk and enjoying. All right, we have that done. Now on your waxed cookie sheet, alternating sides, you're going to just drop one there. So alternate, like so. I kind of just start spreading it around and then kind of filling in the gaps, so to speak. So we'll do kind of like every other one. You want to make sure you use all of this till it's gone. Once again, you can put the kids to work helping you. And it's nice because there's not an oven involved, not a stove, so there's nothing hot that they could possibly hurt themselves on, and just a lot of fun and enjoyment. Then we're going to take the chocolate there. We're going to fill in the holes. Just put that as so. And then you can also, you don't want to waste any part that's in these containers, so use those as leftovers too, just to enjoy. All right, so there we have that. Now the fun part and how you create the marble is you want to actually take a knife and you just start going back and forth, and you kind of spread it throughout the whole wax paper. You can go this way, and the more that you do this, the more, of course, it will spread out, and that's how you get the marble effect. So you'd want to keep doing that until you like it. Then, I'm going to go over here. You have a cutting board. You want to have this. And you take, after this is chilled in the refrigerator for at least 1 hour, you want to make sure that's really firm. You go ahead, look at this. You just take it out, and you want to just kind of flip it over. And then to break it up, this is where you kind of use the hammer. You just go around, you break it up into the different pieces, the different bark. And once you get it done, they'll all be crumpled up. and you can just pull them apart, and then you just serve it as is. And it's always nice to use, like, you can put it in a tin box, you can put it in actually, a little fancy type of wrapping paper, bags. There's so many different varieties that are out there. And it's just fun because you can just get the kids to keep going and going and going and going around. And there you have your bark, and there you have it, a delicious dessert, of course, done the Meals in a Rush way. And you always know at the end, I have to sample and see how I did this time. It's so good. I love those Oreos.